Hey gang, welcome back to Opaw's Diecast Restorations. Today we got another fun one. It's the Matchbox number 31 Lincoln Continental. I got this from Mark over at Matchbox Mark's Restorations. Sorry if that's the wrong name, Mark. But make sure you check out Matchbox Mark channel because he has some great restorations, especially on the old Matchbox. This one's rather play-worn, beat up. Got a couple of layers of some kid applied house paint or something. Some kind of old enamel. Mark said he was going to send it to me because it was one of the worst ones he had and wanted to see what I could do with it. I said, challenge accepted. I had to put the burr in, the ball burr that is, to carefully take out that post cap on that windscreen. You got to be real careful with these because that plastic after 50 some years is real brittle. Then I took the burrs off one end of the axle so I can get the wheels off. After I got them off, I took the base and threw it in some lime away to get some of that corrosion off of there. Took that body of the car and stuck it in our favorite stripper, Fifi La Citresse. While I'm thinking about it, please hit that subscribe button. I have a lot more videos to come. I took the axles and did my fire bluing, an old method. Put a coating on there, heat them up, dip them in oil. Get you some nice coating on there that doesn't rub off. An old method, but it works. See the nice black coating on there burnt into that metal. After the base came out of the lime away and I rinsed it off with hot water and a brush, I polished it up because I was going to leave it original metal color, but when I was done, I put a clear coat on it. Should last maybe another 50 or 60 years. I dipped the interior and the windscreen into some hot soapy water. A little bit of dirt on both of them. Here's a method for straightening out that suspension piece. You dip it in some hot water, boiling water, for a minute or two. Then when you pull it out, you flex it to its original position and then quickly dip it into that ice water. I don't know what channel I saw that on, but whoever it was, thank you for this method. It works. There you have it, all back to its original straight piece. Again, with these plastic pieces, you got to be real careful because they're brittle after all this time. When the windshield dried, I dipped it in my pledge. Make sure you blot it off to get any heavy residue off the edges, and then put you a cover over it to keep the dirt and the dust off of it. I was keeping the interior white, so the only thing I detailed on the interior was the steering wheel. I turned it black and I chromed out the center hub and spokes. As usual, once the body came out of the stripper and got a little bath, I put it on the wire wheel to clean off any residual paint, get a shine on it, and a little tooth for the paint primer to stick to better. I also remembered at this time I had forgotten to drill out the center or the front and back posts, so I figured now's as good a time as any to do it. Pay close attention, you'll see I drill through the back post all the way into the trunk. It's so thin that invariably that's what happened, but that's what I wanted to happen. Ha ha ha. So I knew I had to put a screw on to keep the body and base tightly together, so I just went ahead and tapped it clean through. And then I had a little fix to cover the top of the screw when I was all done. Here's our button head screws installed. And I squirted her down with our degreaser to get any residual stripper or anything off of it. Then I would take it in and rinse it under some hot water with a soft brush, get the residual degreaser off. I'm sorry it's out of frame here, but I put the wheels and axles back on and I'm tapping or peening the ends of the axle over a little bit to keep the wheels on. And you can see here, it's a good roller again. Here's all the pieces ready for reassembly. This is what we started with, the Matchbox number 31, play-worn Lincoln Continental. Couple of layers or better of some old paint some kid put on there years ago. Here's what we ended up with. Standard color black Lincoln Continental. I detailed the front and back